Hello everyone. Today in this video I'm going to talk about the comments and I'm going to resolve the problem of the people who asked to me that ma'am, if I have decided that yes I'm going to learn English speaking, then how I can start my journey and what to do, how to do, where to do, from where to start, how to start, how much time I have to give it in beginning, and many more questions arises in the person's mind. And then after when you start English speaking, then also you will face many of the problems like general knowledge, lack of general knowledge, lack of vocabularies, lack of words, lack of motivation, lack of sentences, lack of knowledge, and many more problems arises in your way. But today we are going to talk about all those problems and how you can start your English speaking, because the person who achieved that fluency, who has already got that fluency, the person who is fluent in English speaking, that person knows very well that what to do and how to do, because that person has somewhere chosen, or that person has somewhere gotten the way that yes this way I have to follow, this way a new person has to follow, then only they will be able to speak English in a good manner and they will be able to learn English speaking. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do, that is reading whatever you are getting around you. You have to read every word, every single word, whatever you are getting around you. Doesn't matter that there is written only word. Like if you are going in a market, then you definitely find posters. Okay, so read those posters, because every person has put the name and the criteria whatever they are selling in their own way, in the different way. So and in speaking way, we have to get the every field aspect, because we don't know that when we are going to talk about what. Okay, so it is very important to read and to get knowledge about the around the environment, or the things whatever is present in front of you or around you. Okay, so this is the reason you have to get knowledge from every aspect, from every area. Okay, this is the first thing, that you have to read each and everything. If there is written a name, okay, so you will find that the name also has written in different ways. Okay, when you start reading in English, so if I say that reading skill is very important, reading habit is very important to become fluent in English. But the thing is that people might not able to give the perfect time to their English speaking. This is the reason I'm saying that read each and everything whatever is present in front of you, around you, in English. So in that way, if you not read a paragraph, a story, then also that won't affect your speaking. The first thing. The second thing, you have to listen some podcast in audio. There are many much material present over YouTube in English, but the thing is that when you watch, then you won't focus on the uh, speaking part. Okay, then you won't focus a lot in the speaking part. This is the reason I'm saying that you have to watch podcast, because the more you will watch podcast, the more you will able to answer that yes, how the person is answering, how the person has to question, how the person has to share, how the person can share the feeling, how the person can share the environment, how the person can share the experience, how a person is sharing, in what ways the person is sharing. Okay, the more valuable things you will watch, the more valuable uh, motivation, valuable quality you will get in yourself. Is this is the reason watching podcast is very important. Then the third thing is listening to our songs. Must I can say that you are must listening the song, some songs in a day, approximately 10 songs you are listening in a day, that will be your favorite songs. Okay, so try to use a substitute, means try to use some of the songs listening in English, because English songs will give you a motivation, sorry, songs will give you a fluency. Okay, fluency is very important in English. You want to become a fluent English speaker, this is the reason fluency is very important. So songs will give you a fluency, and reading and listening has done. Now the main part is you have to give a lot of time of English speaking. Okay, you have to give a lot of opportunities to yourself to speak in English, because doesn't matter you have grasps all the things in listening part and speaking in reading part, but if you not speak in English, that will gone waste, that will go in waste, because the main aim of yours is to speak in English, isn't it? Yes, so you have to speak a lot. Now you will see, I don't have any person to speak in English. Don't give this excuse to yourself, because you are the only person who can be the partner of yourself. Okay, I have shared it in many of the previous videos of mine that if you have no one to speak in English, doesn't matter, you are the only person who can speak to yourself. Okay, this is the reason you have to give the time to yourself. If you don't have any person, doesn't matter, you have your own company. Follow the, make your company your mirror, okay, your friend, and speak in front of that mirror. Okay, I have shared like it will take some time. Okay, so give some time to these activities, or give some time to yourself to adapt the habit of speaking. Okay, but the people want to track their speaking journey as well. The people should track their speaking journey, their progress, because if you not track your progress, then you won't be able to find that where you are and where you were earlier and where you are right now. So it is very important to track your progress, and giving some time is very important, because if I say, so you must have seen that you can learn English in 21 days, you can learn English in 7 days, you can learn English in 3 months. But this is a language, this is not a subject that you can complete in 1 month or 1 year. Okay, this is a language. Okay, tell me how you learned Hindi, or how you learned your native language, but in whatever language you are speaking, with the passage of time, with the passage of time you have learned in your childhood, similarly it will take a lot of time to learn English. So please give some time to this. Focus on in English speaking is like you have to give 40% of chance to speak yourself with yourself. Like when I was not fluent English speaker, then what I used to do, I used to stand in front of mirror and I used to practice a lot, and this made me fluent in English. Similarly you can also do the same. Okay, make your company your mirror as a best friend, and then start speaking English. And the more you will practice in front of mirror, uh, the more you will get the chance of speaking, the more you will be able to speak in English, and slowly and gradually you will be able to get the people, and in front of those people you will be able to speak English. Okay, because then only if you practice a lot, then only the people will be able to listen, the people will like to listen to you. Okay, so this thing you have to follow. Okay, don't forget to track your progress, that where you were and where you are, because it is very mandatory, very much mandatory for you to track. Because if you not get to know that yes where you were or where you are, then the motivation will become less. And if the motivation will become less, then you won't be able to become consistent, be consistent in your journey. So this is very much important, to be consistent, to practice every day, to think every time in English. So our next topic is how to get a habit of thinking in English, because it is something that you should know, and this is something that is helping a lot of to the people who just want to become fluent in English, because this is the only technique that is taking you on the higher level of English. Okay, so with this, let's meet in next video. I am ending this video, and let's tell me that whether you are able to understand something or not, or if you are a new, or if you are at a beginner level, then how much things you have understood from this video. Okay, now let's meet in next video. Bye bye, have a good day, take care.